Hi all, it is Maureen here, Stitch Mac, and welcome back to anybody that's watched before, and hello to anybody who hasn't. Like I said, my name's Maureen. As you'll gather from my accent and from when I start rabbiting on at really high speed, I live in Scotland. And I'm going to do a little bit of an update today. I think this is going to be my end of October / November update. I'm going to try and do an update. I think I'll try this year to do updates every month. That might help me focus to actually do videos and actually kind of keep track of where I'm at with stuff. So, let me see. What have I been doing? Sorry, picking my feet. What have I been doing for the last few weeks? I have went back to work. I had been off work. I had gallbladder surgery and was off work. I managed to wangle it 5 weeks out. But it was great. I really just could actually just like give up work. Really need to win the lottery. Wouldn't be bored. Wouldn't be bored. Yeah. Anyway, back at work full time. That's been all rather dramatic this week. Anybody's seen the news? Won't say any more, but hopefully next week's a bit better. So that's it. So I went back to work, yes, but before I went back to work, I snuck in a little stitching retreat. The wonderful Scottish stitching retreat, organised by Stitching Donna. Thank you very much, Donna. As usual, a fabulous time I'm sure was had by all. And also thanks to Michelle and anybody else that's helped organise it. It was great. This time we stayed at a slightly different hotel. We stayed at the Castle Cary Hotel, so we're only about 20 minutes outside Glasgow with that. And it's just, sorry, my legs really sore. It's this like smaller hotel than we stayed at last time. It was kind of family run hotel, and it was really nice. The staff were really good. It wasn't miles to walk to our rooms. I was sharing a twin with Nicole. Hi Nicole, if you're watching. She's a great roomie. Talks all night, but hey ho. And yeah, it was a bit better because it just wasn't such a big place, and because it was November, we pretty much had the place to ourselves. So it was really nice and relaxed, and we had. Sorry, I'm just gonna make sure it's charging. Not quite. Sorry, I just have to. Oh, I'm going to pause a sec. Okay, sorry about that. What it is, I'm using my old phone because it's got better storage. But unfortunately, the problem with my old phone is it's my old phone is that the battery is actually gubbed on it, and it just kept kicking out. So I've got it charged up, but I'd forgotten also like the charger bit was a bit broken, and so when I moved it, it was like it had run out of charge. Anyway, so where was I? Yeah, Stitch and Retreat, great fun, really nice hotel. We had one big room. We were sitting there, eating there. Brilliant. I got there on the Friday lunchtime. So it's about an hour away from my house, which is even better. So I got there on the Friday lunchtime, and we were through there till the Sunday evening. We ended up, we had the room right through to about 6 o'clock, which was great. So I just drove back down the road on the Sunday night. It was a nice mixture of kind of people I'd met before and a lot of newbies. And as usual, just everyone, it's just a really nice number. It's about 32. And that's just enough, because otherwise, even at that, you still find at the end of the weekend there's people you really maybe haven't spoken to. But if you're starting to have 50 or 60 people there, you ain't going to speak to half of them. You end up just speaking to the people on your table. But with this, we kind of mingled a bit and chatted. So yeah, it was really good fun. So I've signed up again. She's running it. I'll try and remember to put a link into the group if anyone's interested, because it's really good fun. And she's running ones in July. She's running ones in July next year and November, and then from then on it will be March and November, just to keep the pricing right. I can't make it to July when I've got too many other things on in the summer. So it's like, no, I'm going to the Yorkshire Stitching Retreat in March, and then I'll go to the Scottish one again next November. So I'm booked up, signed up for that. I'm like, absolutely. So while I was there, I will show you something I bought. And I had a new start. Well, actually, I didn't have a new start. I didn't have one new start. I had not two new starts, three new starts. Two of them, actually, no, one of them was technically a new start at the retreat, and the two, it started like 2 days before that. They were all done in a weekend. I just was like, I'm starting this stuff. I'm just doing it. So I'll show you those, and then I'll show you some of the whips I've been working on for the last few weeks. So without further ado, sorry, I'm going to be fidgeting. I'm really not good at sitting still. The first thing I've been working on, so I worked on this on October and November. I did this for Full Coverage Fanatics for 2 of the monthly challenges on there, which is my Bewitched Park by Leonid Abram, you know the chap. This was charted by Bev at Love Thy Thread, which is unfortunately no longer in business, but she is back as Phoenix Stitching. But she isn't doing full coverage pieces, but you can get these pieces on Heaven and Earth and various places now have them as well. So I have got up to here. Unfortunately, I don't think I might have a picture. Hang on, because I have my other phone here. I have my actual phone here. It's quite handy. Drive. Bewitched Park. La 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 la. La la la. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, so Love My Thread, Bewitched Park. I'll just show you. Let's see how much I can get this blown up. Come on. So it's that one. Oop, yeah, that's the one. So yeah, so I'm this corner here. I kind of filled in. I had done a challenge last year where it was like crisscrosses, so there was like there. So I've just been kind of filling that in, and it's one of those ones I'm doing it. I think this is 28 count 2/1, and obviously this is quite dark, so it looks great on here. Close up, I'm like, oh, I don't like this coverage, but it's like they always say, you're not actually sitting when you actually see it further back. It's all coming together. But see, now all I can see, and I don't know if anyone else can see that, is Bart Simpson. It's standing there. But that's just really putting me off that now. When I look at it, I can't see there, but on there, I'm seeing Bart Simpson. So that's going away. I've made my plans for 2019. I've looked at all the full coverage, monthly thingamajigs, stitch alongs, and this one comes in a couple of times. So that's when it will come back out. What else have I been working on? This is my upstairs. It's in my bedroom today because I decided it's going to be easier to film in my bedroom. Try and film down in the living room. Folk are coming in and out, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And then it's like storm starting, and then so I was like, "No, I'll just take everything upstairs." And this is take it off. This is my Ye Old Band sampler by the Ivy House Crafter, who is on Flosstrip under Ivy House Crafter, and she's on Etsy under Ivy House Crafter. Yeah, oh my god, I can't speak. And she has these fabulous samplers. So she has this, which is Ye Old World. Let's see. I can find a picture. I should have it somewhere. Okay, loading. Right. Hopefully you can see that all right. I give you the general idea. So, woo! Right, so I'm, oh, glare. I'm up the top here. Lovely. So she has this, and she also has a similar one, Transylvanian sampler. She's working on them both. She's doing them on one big, huge piece. So I am doing this. I decided this is a Threadworks. I really like Threadworks for their variegated one. So the Threadworks, whose name has totally escaped me, but it's red and greys. I mean, it's burgundies and greys. It's impossible to tell it from here. It's very subtle. It's not. Yeah, it's really subtle. When you're looking at it, you can see it. But anyway, that's it. So my goal for this year, I'm going to try to set goals now, just to kind of the end of the year. It's just to finish the top two bits. So just get to I think it's about here. Only got a little bit more to go. But this is my up in the bedroom because the light's not brilliant up here, so it's handy just using the one thread. I can cope quite easily with that. So I'm having it up the stairs when I'm watching telly upstairs when we're doing stuff. So that was that. Right, oh, I'm just going through the pile, so it's kind of random. But I'm also going to show you at the stitching retreat, Karina, who runs Bags Plus. Again, I'll try and do the link. She wasn't there, but she had sent bags and that for sale, and you could order them. So I bought this bag, so it's double-sided. So it is this fabulous galaxy space on this side, and this is a vinyl zipper bit. And then on this side, oh, how gorgeous is that? I was like, oh my god, I so have to buy that. Again, this is a thing, that's a bit there. So it's really good. So you've got two bits, you know, you've got a bit each side, really handy. All she's got like Alice in Wonderland, so she's got lovely fabrics. She also does, what I've seen her doing is floss. What does she call? I can't remember what they're called, floss buddies. And it's like, I don't know, it's like a big vinyl thing, and it's got like spaces to put all your bobbins. I'm really digging one of those, and you can get that in any fabric. She's got a fabulous other Doctor Who fabric. Yeah, so I love this one. I was like, no, I don't need anything. No, I don't need it. Yes, I need it. I buy it. So I bought that. I think that was all I got, actually. It's very reserved. Oh my god, this. Right, I'm back. Sorry. It keeps just jumping out by itself. So yeah, I think that was the only thing I bought. Oh no, I bought something else, but I can't show you because it's hanging up in my wardrobe. I can't move this until this is charged up a bit. I'll add that one and then all explained. So I started the week before, so this was in the first weekend of November, so the end of October, I decided just to have some new starts because hey ho, I just was feeling the love for the new starts. So I decided I picked up December of Snowflower Diaries because I've just decided to start in November. I found some, I wanted to do them in like pale blue, so I've got enough pieces. It's actually fabric from a chatelaine. Is for December, January, February, I'll do them all in blues. So I started that. I've just used these. It does call for like gassed. I just ignored that. Most of it is probably gassed. It was just whatever. I just matched up vaguely, like I'm just trying to use up all the gorgeous variegated stuff that I've got lying about, and it's like, why am I looking at this stuff? Let's use it. So I made a mini stitch. So my deer is a bit paler. It's fawn deer because it's, I mean, that one's quite brown, but this one really is a fawn one. So that is the outline of the deer. So I started that week, and then I actually took this last week. I went to Edinburgh last week with to meet my sister, and I was on the train, and I thought I'll bring some stitching with me. You never know, I might get some done, and I did because it was really busy. The rugby was on, it was heaving, it was, oh my god, everyone and their mother was on the train. So I just plugged in, stuck some floss tube on, and managed to get some stitching done, which was quite good because I was like, I was going to read my book, and I was like, I just can't concentrate. It's actually too noisy. So I did a little bit there. I tried doing it on the way back, but I imagine, I think the driver must have been like running home to get his dinner because it was like, the train was proper. I was like, we're coming off the tracks here. He is actually bombing along here, and I was trying to stitch. I was like, I was like, okay, abandon. I was trying to watch floss tube, and the Wi-Fi kept cutting out, so I was like, abandon this. Read my book instead. So got a little bit more done on that. The other one I started on before the retreat, and I worked on a tiny little bit of the retreat, is my Nora Corbett, one of my reindeers, and this is Cupid. Yeah, I always say that, and I always have to look. Yeah, Cupid, draw back your bow. I keep wanting to sing the song. So again, most of the colours I've just picked up GMC's. There was a Karen Cut collection waterlilies. I'm sorry, I'm not paying like £3 or £4 for £6 or whatever it is. So I found a beautiful green. It was to be a green one. Yeah, stuff that. Found that. I have no idea where this came from. I had it on a bobbin. Works, an absolute treat. And this is on, doesn't show up brilliant here, Sparkly's thread, of course. And this was just a piece, I think it was a fabric of the month. So it's kind of a purpley colour. Works, I think it looks. And I thought, it worked fine. So I've got enough to do 2. So this is Cupid. So I've done 2 already. So I'll do this and then I'll pick another one to do at some point. And I wasn't really going to work on this, but see now I've got this back out. I'm like, ooh, it's Christmassy. I want to work on it. The lights are shining. When I was in Edinburgh last week, it was so gorgeous. We'd been out for afternoon tea. We were up the Royal Mile. And we came back down the Royal Mile. So you can come back down from the castle and looking up over to the Princess Gardens and Princess Street Gardens and big wheels up and all the fun fair stuff's there and all the Christmas markets and all the lights were on and the sun was just setting and oh my god, it was absolutely gorgeous. And I was like, Christ, I was so lucky to live here. It's like a tour train journey for me. I can nip over whenever I want. And it just looked gorgeous. If you ever get a chance to go to Edinburgh when it's wintry and Christmassy, go. But just be prepared to get your elbows out and barge through all the crowds. It's mental. Especially because we had the rugby on. Thankfully, the kick-off was like at 5 o'clock, so they all moved out to Murrayfield. But yeah, it was like rugby, nice day, Christmas markets, holy crap. The usual 5 million Japanese tourists all walk about in their wee walking groups, and you're like, sometimes, but if you can get space to just admire the beauty, it's worth it. Definitely. So, sorry, I need to have a drink of juice because I'm rabbit. I'm fair at this phone just like dying on me. Along with my Kindle, which has died now. The death of the Kindle. I tried it again and it was opening. There's something makes me think it's conspiracy theory because it just kept opening up pages on like Amazon, and Amazon Prime was trying to get me to watch Jeremy Clarkson videos, and I was like, aye, right. So it's going to the big Kindle bin in the sky. So I'm back to all paper and pen. And the good thing is, but I've got all my stuff electronically. So if I'm, if it's like a little bit small and it's just a little bit awkward to see, I can blow it up on my phone just to double check something. Otherwise, good old pen, good old Sharpies, and a good old bit of paper, and you can't go wrong. So, anyway, sorry, rabbiting on now. Okay, I honestly put myself in the most uncomfortable position. I think I'm actually like going to dislocate my hip. I think doing that sinless, but it's just because otherwise, it's good lighting. You need to hide the chins and the wrinkles, and oh my god, my face is falling down. That's the only thing we're doing these videos is like, oh my god, what is that? Yeah, never mind. The glories of HD. It's right, sorry. Train of thoughts off and running. This was my new start. I started at the retreat, and I started at the retreat because the last retreat I was sat next to a lady called Lisa. You'll know Lisa, our crafty Lisa, who has just recently completed this. And I was like, oh, I really like that. Oh, I really like that. And then because I'd been doing some challenges, I won a gift certificate for Heaven and Earth, so it was just fate. But I changed it up slightly because I went for the stocking. It is the enchanted stocking, the enchanted Christmas reindeer. So the ornament is obviously round, and there's more of it in here. I think that there is like the original big picture of it, and then the ornament is this bit, and this is stocking. But I thought, it's Christmas, hey ho, let's do a stocking. So I did a massive amount on that. My goal had been to do a line, a full row of full row of Heaven and Earth. So I literally did like the top row. That's it, that's as far as it goes. So yeah, so it's like, so I'm doing this on, so it'll come down and then butt out here. Yeah. Doing this again on 28 count, magic count, 2/1. I was going to do it on 25 count, but then I worked out actually the size and all of it was fine on 28. So the colours are actually really pretty. Oh, again, I want to work on that now. It's Christmas, because I can't work. I don't know how folk can sit until like Christmas in July. I can't work on Christmas stuff the rest of the year. So I'll maybe do this for my first grandchild. But in my mind, my children are young teenagers at the moment. I'm really hoping that grandchildren are a long way away. But if I start it now, maybe by the time I have a grandchild, it might be ready. So, oh crap, I might just get that back out tonight. I might do that. I'm a reindeer. Saturday night, I might do that. Yeah. And then I decided, I would get my ridiculously huge, gigantic project back out, which is my Cartographica. Oh, I'll show you a picture of that guy. Right, and it's by Tilton Grass. It is, yeah, Cartographica 1, extra large size. Yeah, extra large, extra ridiculous huge, 69 pages or something like that. I'm up here. This freaking compass. It is like, there's not a huge amount of colours in it, and for, well, I'm used to doing heaven and earth, so I'm sure you can appreciate it's not a huge amount of colours, but it's magnificent. Where's it in there? But these compass, oh my sweet mother of God. Yeah, lots and lots of changes in there. So, that's where I am. 3 pages down, 66 to go. Never gonna get it finished. Who cares? It's about the journey. So I'm just kind of working my way down here because I've got I'm trying not to swear. My language is atrocious. It's a very bad line here. Which you can't actually see on this picture. It's great. The last time I videoed this, it was like, big huge line. But there's a big huge line there. I don't know how. But I've managed to, it isn't showing up now as much because I put it onto QSnaps. I've gone back to working QSnaps, so it seems to be helping. So I'm just slowly but surely. My aim was to try and get one of these compass. Once this compass done, these bits here were fine. I'll just add to this, but this compass is just like living hell. So I'm going to use this. I've just been doing a wee bit on this kind of daily, kind of trying every day to do a wee bit. I'm going to use this for my 90-day stitch along. The 90-day, like they work on it every day. Try and work on it every day next year. That's the plan. On Full Coverage Fanatics, and that way. The thing is, once you get into it, it's like I get quite into it, but I'll just plod away at it. It doesn't seem quite as threatening as that. So the other thing I did in October, November, and I'm going to work on again up until the middle of December, it's my Heaven and Earth Story Keep Labyrinthine, and I'm currently on Autumn. Now, I can't believe these QSnaps are from China or somewhere like that, and they're brilliant, and they're like proper, like tight. But that is a pain to take them off and on. So I'm sorry. Maybe I'll get it back out when I get to winter. We've got winter snuck in there. Spring, summer, autumn. So all I've got to do for autumn, the top row is like another couple of rows in this little bit. So I'm going to try and do that before work on that. I've been working on this on the seasonal stitch along on Full Coverage Fanatics, so this is just the last little bit, and it's such a nice change doing it in kind of autumnal colours. I'll just show you a picture of this one. I think I have. Yeah, you see. Yeah, so it's really autumnal colours as opposed, and then I'm going to be going back to winter, which is winter is all greys, and then we've got spring. It's going to be. And for those watching in black and white, honestly, there's some colours in there, God knows what they are. And then the summer, yeah, so obviously, right, yeah, that must have been when they took the colour printers away from the edges. Oh, oops. No, you use my work printers. So that's been that. So plans for, where are we at? End of November, 24th November. Plans for November are, I'm going to work a bit more, get this last bit of autumn done, because I'm going to just keep working on this for the seasons. I'm just going to, every month, like for the 3 months of each season, just, yeah, that's right, too, is work on maybe 1,000 stitches or something each month, and keep going, just keep going in this on seasons. Finish off my temperature garden. I'm actually up to date with that, like I'm properly up to date with that. I'm going to have that finished by the end of the year. Yay, one finished. Do a bit more on my ship's window, but that's downstairs, so I can't show you, and it's not very exciting to show you because I've only done the borders. Work a bit more on my Cartographica, and oh, I'm twitching. I want to get my Christmassy ones out. I should really be like, just trying to do the stuff that needs doing. But yeah, I'm maybe going to get a little bit of love on those. That reindeer's going, stitch me, I'm so cute. So I'll maybe do that. But yeah, I'm going to try and kind of finish that. I'm going to finish that top row of the sampler. I'm going to try and work on my chatelaine and get as much. My goal had been to get all 4 sides done this year, but I think I'm on to side 3. I'll do a bit more on it. Hopefully I'll have it in the next video. Yeah, and then next year, my plans for next year are going to be, like I said, with the full coverage fanatics, I think I've got 2 new starts. Well, I've got 1 definite new start in February. I think there's 2 months where I just don't have anything that fits in with the themes. And then there's 1 in the summer. I can either pick one I've got or start a new start. I might just start all the things. I'm tempted. I think next year I'm tempted to just like start everything I have fabric for, and just start it. And that's it. And then that use up all my fabric, and then from then on I'll just be buying as and when I need it. Because what the hell? Why not? I know I have a lot less whips than some people, and I'm mentioning no names. But I know I feel okay with the number of whips I have. And yeah, I'd like to finish them, but the problem I think especially if you do full coverage pieces, if you just concentrate, you would be like spending years just working on one piece. Yeah, no, I'm never going to get these things finished. These are coming to the grave. They're either getting buried with me, or I've told my wains, it's like, make sure, get onto one of my cross stitch sites and get somebody to send these to somebody that appreciates them. Don't put them into the charity shop, or I'll come back and haunt these. Otherwise, they can come in the pyramid with me. So I'll get something to do on the other side. Because they ain't ever getting finished here. No, even if I live to 150. So that's me, I think. It's Saturday night. Go and catch up with some Real Housewives. Classy telly. Love my Real Housewives. And Strictly's on tonight. Love me some Strictly, but I've got to wait for my husband to come in from work. He doesn't finish work till about 9:10. That's his like favourite programme. So we'll watch that. I'll go and chat to my son now, because he's downstairs, and we'll watch something. Actually, I tell you something, there's a film about Robert the Bruce on Netflix I'm quite interested in seeing. It might be quite good. So I might watch that. We watched Mamma Mia 2 last week, because we'd got it, downloaded it. Oh my god. Still great. My eyes out at the end. I managed to get through most of the film without crying though, and then just get my eyes out at the end. I was like, I can't listen to this song, stop playing it. Even. Yeah. So that's it. Hopefully get my washing machine fixed on Monday. You know, the joys. It was actually quite nice. I just took my washing. But luckily I've got a laundrette, dried, clean a place at the bottom of my road. I was like, here, have my washing. Oh, I'll pick it up all nice and clean and folded. I was like, oh my god, see if I actually could afford that stuff for it and fixing the washing machine, I'd be doing there every week. Go, there it is. I'll pick up tomorrow. Cheers. I'd love that. And a housekeeper. And a gardener. That's it. That's all I need in my life. I remember him to waste time on stupid things. And a chef. So I said just move into a hotel actually. I think I'd be quite happy to live in like a big suite in a hotel. Yeah. Then you wouldn't even have to worry about like looking after your house or anything. Just live there and stitch. Wash. Crap tale. Oh, the fantasy world I live in. Anyway, I'm going to go because like my back is breaking. This was like the most stupidest position ever to sit in. So anyway, nice chat to you all. And if you like what you see, give me a wee subscription. If you don't like what you see, I hope you can understand. I've been trying to. The girls at the foster retreat were like, yeah, you just kind of woo. And I'm like, I know, I need to slow down and speak properly, but what you see is what you get. Right. Good night, folks. Speak to you soon.